Hey, this is Keith Everett, freedomwithkeith.com. How would you like to be able to do some really funky images and make your images look really, really cool? Well, a lot of people use platforms like Canva, etc., which are all good platforms. Make some great images on those platforms, but I tend to use Picmonkey, and I've been using it for a long time. You've got a free version, you've got a paid version. While the paid version is $4.99 a month, free version is free. So I'm going to show you really how you can create some good looking images, which will brighten up your Facebook, wherever you decide to put them, even your blog, right? So first of all, here we are at picmonkey.com. I'm just going to drag an image across like that. And this, as you can see, it's quite a big image, right? So I'm going to have to reduce the size of this. Now you can crop, you can reduce the size, you can do all kinds of other stuff here. But on this first batch of things you can do, cropping and resizing is probably the most useful. So I'm going to hit the resize and it tells you the size of this image. It's 1600 by 1000. So I'm going to reduce this down to 500 wide, and that gives me a depth of 313. So I'm going to click apply. Then I'm going to add some text. So I click the T on the left hand side, and that gives me a choice of some fonts I can use. So the one I'm going to use here is, let me think, I'm going to use Arial. So click add text, and there's your text box in the middle. I'm just going to drop some text in there. And this will be ideal for the quote. Now, we've got a darkish background, so I'm going to use light color for the text. I'm going to pick white. So I'll come over to the color picker and just move this little picker around to white. That gives you the white color, or the white, which is not really a color. And then you can move your text box around with your mouse until you find a good position for that. Okay, so I'm going to put a box around it now. So come over to the left hand side and look for the frame on the left hand side. Simple edge. You can see it brings up this frame. It also brings up this white inner frame, which I'm going to get rid of. So over here where it says thickness, just reduce that inner frame to nothing. Then that leaves you with the outer frame. Now you can change the color of the outer frame if you wish. I always think black looks good, but you can have blue like that. You can have green, yellow, red, any color you want. But I'm going to go with the black, and I'm going to click apply. Then I'm going to add an extra effect here. And again, these are free effects. Drop shadow. Drop shadow makes it look like it's standing off of the page, which I always think is a good effect. Looks good, especially on Facebook or even on your blog. I'm going to click apply, and that's our very first image. You know, how long did it take us to do that? Perhaps a couple of minutes. So I'm going to save that. You can see that's saved. So let's just put that as pick one. Click save to your computer, and you've so you can upload it to Facebook. So the next image I'm going to do is, if you are sharing results on Facebook, maybe you're in a network marketing company and you want to edify some of your team, maybe yourself as well. You just want to share some results that you're getting. So here's what I do. I come over to Picmonkey, over to the front page, click on design, and click on the square. And that gives you a white square, white canvas. Click apply. Then what I'm going to do is introduce some elements onto this canvas. So over on the left hand side you'll see this butterfly. The butterfly is the overlays. Elements you can overlay one over the top of each other. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to introduce my first element. So find your element. There's my first element. It's a picture where I had the background taken out and turned into a transparent PNG file. You can get that done on Fiverr, fiverr.com for $5. Or if you're clever, you can do it yourself. So that's my first element. Now I'm going to introduce some other elements here for members of my team. If I can find some images I can use. Usually got a ton of them. I'm going to introduce this element. You can see when you bring that element on, you can reduce it in size, you can move it around, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. She's not a member of my team, by the way. Okay, let's put Tara in the picture, Tara Woodruff. She's in the team. I'm going to introduce that element down here. No, actually, I'm going to put that element up here. Let's find someone else from the team. Here we go. I'm going to put Gurpreet into the frame. All I'm doing is just really putting images, dropping images on here. I don't have to resize them. I can just drag them and drop them. I want to get them to match. Now you probably see that Preet, and she's actually over the top of me, which is an element underneath, and I'm pointing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Preet to the back, so I'm pointing at her. So just watch this. I'm going to right click on the image and I'm going to put send to back. And as I put send to back, you can see that my image now is overlaying that image. Okay, that's how you do that. That's how you do overlays. Now, this is quite a good feature on Picmonkey because you normally only find this on very expensive editors. Picmonkey's free. I'm using the free elements here. If you want the more advanced elements, it costs $4.99 a month, but this is free. So, okay, I'm going to put some text in the top left side. So I'm going to hit the text, that's the T on the left-hand side. And I'm just going to add some text quickly. I'll put something like 100%, because our company pays 100% commissions. So I'm going to put 100% commissions. Who's next? And you can see I can drag this box into position. I'm just dragging it into the top left. It's a little bit large. Okay, maybe I should reduce that. So if you want to reduce the text size or increase the text size, you just highlight it, come over to size, and you can see I can just reduce it here or highlight it. It's always a bit awkward when you've got the when you're recording this because you're using up a lot of the screen space, so it's a little bit slow. Okay. Now this 100%, I'm just going to increase the size of that. So I'm highlighting it. Come over to the size on the right hand side. Just increase that size like that. Make it very bold. I'm going to give it some color. So I'll give it a nice dark red. 100% commissions. Who's next? So it's starting to look quite nice. Now I'm going to put a frame around it. So I click on the frame on the left side. Click on Simple Edge. And just checking that everything's okay here, except this image down here. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the thickness of the inner frame, which we talked about in the last image, and increase the thickness of the outer frame. Sorry, doing the wrong one. And there's your image. You see, you can now share that on Facebook, and that will look quite nice. That will pop in your newsfeed, and you'll get lots of interaction with it because people react to images. So the more powerful your images are, the more they're going to react with them. So I hope you've enjoyed this short tutorial. Picmonkey.com, go over there, get yourself the free version, go and play with it. There's tons of stuff on here you're really going to enjoy. Now, if you want to know what it is that I do to work from home, create images, and make money, click the link above if you're watching this on Facebook, and click the link below if you're watching this on YouTube. And I will see you in the next video. You take care. Bye for now.